Hill sponsors Martin vs Joshua on Sky Sports Box Office.
This is KUGAN CASSIUS Rifle TV in association with Macklins in Marbella. We're at the O2 Arena here. Wayne has just finished between Joshua and Martin. I will say Anthony Joshua is over there still signing.
Yeah, he looked good and I can't give me truth.
His head's gone.
No, it's you know that ear thing. So I can't even open it. Feels a bit better today. Got some horse tranquilizers, some like real powerful painkillers. No, mate. Yeah, feel a bit better. Yes, mate. Weighing done.
Showtime now.
Showtime. Can't wait.
What do you think on the scales, Charles Martin?
He looked in good shape. I think he looked in better shape than he did for the Glasgow fight. But AJ, you know, it's difficult when you're standing next to AJ. AJ's like, when he's on the scales, if that was me, I'd be going and all this, and he's like, I'm like, AJ, flex it up, son. He's like, so, but no, they were all, you know, both in good shape. I think they know what's coming. So when they came head to head, I can't remember what was said now. Charles Martin said, "Yeah, you ready, boy?" or something like that, and AJ was like, "Yeah, 100%, mate. I can't wait." You? And he went, "Yeah." And then he looked at me and said something, and I said, "Yes." I just said, "No, it's showtime tomorrow night." I said, "Well done, boys." I said, "You've been fantastic. Once the fun, let's go." There's no point. You can't win a fight on a weighing stage, can you? So, but both look good, both look relaxed. I just think they're going to go at it, don't you? Do you get that
Round
feeling?
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think AJ don't want to mess around, and I think Charles Martin's not going to be afraid to have a fight. So whatever game plans they've got, I'm not sure how long those game plans will last.
Great turnout here at the O2.
Yeah.
I can see why you did it here. Obviously, a far bigger space.
Yeah, I know, it's massive.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we had, I don't know, 1,500, a couple of thousand here, but such a huge area. So yeah, can't wait, mate. It's been a great fight week. Thanks for everyone for tuning in and staying with us and attending as well. And just tuning in on Saturday night. Olympic heavyweight champion going for the world heavyweight title.
Unless you got a ticket.
Unless you got a ticket.
Unless you got a ticket.
You're very lucky. There is actually, although by the time this video goes out, there is, I'm not sure which fighter, it might have been Brian or someone, bought back like 22 tickets. So we've just put them on the box office. But by the time you get this, I don't think there'll be any left anymore.
No, there was. Yeah, absolutely. Because we won't go out for a couple of hours.
No.
And you've already directed 18 people
I know,
towards
yeah,
there.
I know. Well, they're going to have the ump as well because I think they'll be gone by the time they get there.
Shannon Briggs.
Yeah, I didn't really see it. Did he slap David Haye?
He sort of did.
Or just like tap? Yeah.
One of them.
Quite steady, mate.
Down the hair.
I ain't got much left.
But they had a little bit of verbals. I think it's not obviously formally been announced, but I think the idea is obviously Shannon to fight on Dave's undercard in May and then due to a potential fight for the two of them. But it's just heavyweight action.
It's great, isn't it? I mean, you got Fury-Klitschko announced today.
Yeah.
It's great. You got Joshua Martin on Saturday night. You got Haye fighting in May. It's just great times for. And you got, you know, Dylan will be coming back. You got Chisora against Pulev on May the 7th. It's fantastic. I mean, every division. Every time I sit down in a press conference and start talking about a fighter who's world champion or who's about to get to that level, I always seem to be saying, I mean, look at the division domestically, it's one of the best divisions. But then, isn't that the same with every division you're talking about now? Like you talk about with featherweight, with Lee, you know, Frampton may be moving up, with Gary Russell Jr., with Lomachenko. Then when you're talking about super bantam, you're talking about Quigg, Frampton, Rigondeaux, Denaire. But even when you talk about bantamweight now, you talk about Jamie McDonnell, you talk about Lee Haskins, you talk about Stuart Hall with the final eliminator next week. At super featherweight, you talk about Stephen Smith, you talk about Liam Walsh, you know, and then up at lightweight, it's phenomenal. Like, you know, so every division is blossoming domestically and internationally. So it's unbelievable times.
What's the poorest division or the weakest division?
Domestically or internationally?
Both. So 1 and 1.
Domestically, I would probably say light middleweight. I know Beefy's world champ, but outside of, you know, Liam Williams.
Not light heavyweight?
Yeah, maybe. Obviously, you got Ophie, but you got Nathan Cleverly, who's, you know, on the world stage. But there are a couple of, I think, light middle, light heavy. Even cruiserweight's not that deep. I know Tony's fighting for a world title, but you know, light welter. I think in terms of Brits on a world stage, probably light welterweight is our weakest. Although Ricky Burns fighting for a world title at light welterweight now.
Super title as well.
Super title.
Any news on Tony Bellew, date-wise?
No, we're just trying to close everything off with Everton. We're still June the 4th is a target. Hopefully Monday we'll be in a position to announce when that's happening.
Okay. Klitschko Fury, obviously the rematch has been announced today. Take place in Manchester, July the 9th. Sky in the running for it?
No, there was talks, but we couldn't commit to July the 9th till we know what's happening with Anthony. So, like, obviously, if Anthony wins, he'll be looking to go in the summer, and that would be our option and Sky's option. But I don't think there wants to be a decision, and that was a conversation that was had, I believe, a couple of weeks ago. So I don't know if a deal's been done in the interim, but we, wouldn't be in a position to, confirm anything with anyone until AJ's done.
So that was your stand view, and they wanted to obviously know the broadcaster before.
Yeah, we were told July the 9th was the date they were going, but we couldn't, or Sky wouldn't commit to that date because we want to get Saturday night out of the way, and then if AJ wins, we'll be going with him in July.
So Sky out of the picture for that fight?
I don't know. I mean, it depends what happens on Saturday night,
and
it depends if Fury-Klitschko. People telling me it's going to be on BoxNation apparently. So obviously, if that's the case, yes. But if AJ was to lose, who knows? Then we've got Kell Brook. Got to have a monster fight in the summer as well. So you can't do every single fight, but AJ for Sky is the absolute priority.
All right, unless you've got any closing words.
Cheers, mate. No, 6 o'clock we get underway on TV tomorrow. O'Hara Davis against Andy Keats. We're going to be free to air from 6 to 7, or without encryption from 6 to 7, and then 7 o'clock the encryption comes in. It's about the time the Rose Macklin fight will start. Then you've got Jamie McDonnell, you've got Lee Selby against Eric Hunter, then you've got Conor Benn, then you've got George Groves against David Brophy, then you've got the big one. I think the ring walk will be somewhere between 10:30 and 10:45. So, someone asked me this morning, I said 10:30, but I did say 10:45 the other day. And then, so you said 10:45 the other day. Oh, sorry, it'll be approximately between 10:30 and 10:45.
Eddie Hearn, thanks for Cycle TV. Yes.
Squeaky bum time.
Loads of people we have.
Josh is still signing. I mean, if he was making weight, I would have told him to go home. But I mean, he just walks around for like 2 hours, just signing everyone's. I mean, it's great, but it's quite abnormal, isn't it?
Still,
I know, but it's
All right. Thank you very much.
Cheers, mate.
We'll see you tomorrow.
William Hill sponsors Martin vs. Joshua on Sky Sports Box Office.